Heidi.
Hi.
She's the wife. So what's up, guys? Once again, my name is Gus, and I'm the host of the Everything Goes podcast, coming to you from LA, somewhere in the San Fernando Valley out here. And this is the Everything Goes podcast, where we talk about everything, anything, pretty much anything that goes here. Pretty much anybody that lives out here. And yeah. So what's up, Heidi?
Hey guys, how are you?
We're good. I'm good. How about you guys? Remember, we're live streaming. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, I think we're on. Something like that. So, what's up, guys? So, this week, I really just wanted to talk about Hispanic Heritage Month. We do live in LA, so we live in a mecca of just these melting pot of cultures here in LA. Specifically Hispanics. Believe it or not, there's a lot of us out here. So, that's one of the main discussions I want to talk about this week. So it's usually, I'm not big into like the heritage months and anything like that, but I seen it and I go, you know what, gotta talk about it.
It's something you really haven't spoken about it, maybe?
No, I mean, it's because LA, I'm telling you, I mean, when you grow up in LA, it's very, you kind of get used to it, but I forget that it's not like that all over the country. It's not.
In every state.
It's different. So LA is just a melting pot of cultures, and believe it or not, we kind of get along here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say Hispanic Heritage Month, that also means this is what it usually means. The Hispanic Heritage Month, which includes from mid-September to October 15, something like that. So it's like a whole 4 weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to we want to talk a little bit about that. Well, I want to talk a little bit about that. So let's get to it. First of all, though, I gotta say that just because we're from LA, I gotta come up with like LA news. I just gotta say some LA news, and I'm sorry if you're a Clipper fan, but the Clipper fans, I'm sorry, you guys were paper champs, and I'm sorry because it's still Laker town,
Lakers.
because Lakers are back in the finals. I just had to say that. I had to say it. Okay. I'm sorry. Everybody had, pretty much this is the Laker town. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. Anybody out there is a Clipper fan, I'm sorry, but I just had to say it. So
he's sorry, not sorry.
Pretty much, paper champs. You guys, Clipper fans could have the paper trophy. Like, you guys could have the paper trophy. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. While LeBron and all the haters, which I was one of them, but now he's a Laker fan. I have to cheer for my Lakers again. I'm sorry. It's the Mamba. They're doing it for the Black Mamba, for Kobe. They're doing it this year. We're gonna run it all the way, and I hope we keep on winning. So that's LA news. That's LA news this week. So let's talk a little bit about Heritage Month. Hispanic. Heritage. Yeah, Hispanics. Basically, as you could tell, we're Hispanics. So we're
Salvadorians. Well, Gus was born in Salvador, raised here
but I'm a U.S. citizen
California.
Now, baby. That's all I know is U.S.
My parents are Salvadorian. I was born and raised here. And
so what happens is with American Heritage Month is usually U.S. Hispanic. I guess it's just to honor Hispanics in America, basically. American citizens that have done something for society, for U.S. And I have a couple of little names that we just talk about. I mean, people forget that at least here in California, Hispanics is big. It's a big thing going on. I mean, we see it all everywhere. We see it all the time. We see everybody down the street. I mean, we're everywhere here. For real. There's
everywhere. Every corner.
Can't get away from us. I'm sorry. I mean, there's a taco stand down the street. There's a pupuseria down over there, and then Peruvian food on the other side. I mean, it's everywhere. It's
Colombian.
It's embedded in LA. I'm sorry. So I just, I had to say it. I was like, let's talk about Hispanics. Let's talk about it.
So let's talk about it. So where do we begin?
So let me ask you this: what makes us stand out other than our race? What makes us stand out? What do you think? What do you guys think that makes us stand out as being Hispanics? I will give you a big one.
Well, definitely the culture of each country, because not every Hispanic you guys out there is Mexican. Not that I have anything against Mexicans. I love Mexico. Their culture, the people, they're just amazing. But we get that a lot, right?
Yeah, it happens. I'm sorry.
So you're asking me, what is it that makes us stand out? Makes us as Hispanics in general stand out. It's our own individual cultures from each country.
Yeah.
You know, there's Mexico, there's Central America, and within Central America, there's different countries there, and then there's South America, and then they have different countries there too. So yeah, I mean, it's a very diverse what
population here.
Yes.
So let me just read what it says about Hispanic Heritage Month, and this is how it was created, I guess.
Okay.
I did write something down because I just didn't want to come out here sounding like I know everything, which I don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm not Joe Rogan. I don't know stuff like that.
But you're the Salvadorian Joe Rogan.
I'm trying to be. Spotify, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take it back. Last time I was on, I said Spotify. Since Joe Rogan left LA, you know, I'm here to take over. I'm here to try to put my name on the show.
And are you willingly here to pay those taxes? That's the main reason why he left.
Well, yeah. Well, now I mean, Spotify's trying to censor him, so I don't know. He might be having those second doubts with him, but well, check this out. Look what it says about Hispanic Heritage Month. Mm-hmm. It says it's mid-September to mid-October, created because it was a way to promote the Hispanic culture contributions of Hispanic Americans, of people of ancestry, Spain, Mexico, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. So that's pretty much what it means, like to give a kind of like give us the spotlight for that.
The Caribbean, I forgot. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's right.
Yeah, we forget Puerto Ricans too.
And I love Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
So, yeah.
So, and usually, you know, when we hear about Hispanics that made that make a big difference, that made a difference, is usually like activists. Mm-hmm. One particular one was Cesar Chavez. So people like that, we just want to just talk about a little bit about like stuff
acknowledge them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what the month is for, just to put us on the map again. Mm-hmm. Put us on the map. I know out here in the West Coast, I mean, pretty much. I mean, we're on the map already. So, so yeah. I mean, let's talk about it then. Let's talk. Okay. Let's talk about.
So you said Cesar Chavez is one.
Okay, wait a minute. I really do want to talk about it. I told you what makes us different than other cultures and other races or whatever. I don't like to talk about races, but let's just talk about like the Hispanic. One thing that like just basically we stand out on, and I'm gonna tell you which one.
Our music.
Okay, that's one.
Food.
Okay, that's another one.
Dang, what?
Our tradition. No, well, you basically mentioned all of it, but foods, traditions, cultures, and obviously, I'm gonna say it straight up. We are workers, man. We are worker bees, man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the hot chicks.
Okay, well that too.
Well, can I say the hot men?
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Okay.
So yeah, well, pretty much the hot chicks with the big booties that know how to swing their hips. So, I mean, it's all good, but I mean, it's the hard work. Basically, when we talk about Hispanics, I'm gonna just say it on the line, man. We are workers, man.
Yep, top of the line workers.
Yeah. So when
and we ain't stealing nobody's jobs.
Exactly. So, but this is the thing, though. I mean, we're hard workers, and we'll probably do it for less. So that's the problem. We're doing it for less, and we're doing basically the job that somebody else would charge, maybe like 3 times more. But
correct.
The thing is, do we have a choice? So, because that's all we know is work. You tell us what to do. Yeah.
First generations usually don't have a choice.
Yeah, first generation, even if the people just came over.
Yeah.
But the ones that are just kind of like moving up the ladder, you start seeing the business side of, because there's a lot more business owners, Hispanics, basically out here now.
Entrepreneurs. A lot of them.
Business owners, yeah. So we're moving on up, basically.
Moving on up. Yep.
Well, I mean, that's what I see. Mm-hmm. So, other than our traditions, our foods, our cultures, let me run down a couple of things first, because we said Mexican. You said it like we're all not Mexican. Mm-hmm. We get confused by that. And that's a real thing, where people talk about, oh man, all Hispanics, so all of us are Mexican, because you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's just ignorance, you know. I mean, I have to say it too. You know, it's like saying all the Asians are Chinese.
Yeah,
and it's not the case.
I've done that. I've done that growing up. I mean, I'm not Chinese the same. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And most people are the same way though. Hispanics, they go, well, aren't you guys all Mexican? So I get it. I'm not gonna get all pissed off at you. I'm not, because I don't I'm not like that. So
No,
I
of course.
kind of know what they're coming from. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just that's the way I thought it was. That's just the way I thought it was like that for Asian Americans or whatever, for Asians in general. I thought it was like that, you know. Not until I grew up and kind of like got into it.
You understood better.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, but we're not all Mexican. I still love my. Well, actually, I don't like pupusas. That's a traditional.
Yeah, this guy is Salvadorian. I mean, and he does not like pupusas. Like, one of his sisters, too, does not like frijoles. Like, what the hell is that? Who does not like beans?
Okay, but see, that's the other thing. I did grow up with beans and rice. And maybe
you guys are fed up with it.
And a tortilla, but it's not like that for everybody that grows up. It's not like that. So
I can never get enough beans.
We don't always eat tacos and burritos. It's not always like that. I mean, we do it once in a while. I mean, on Friday nights.
I could eat tacos every single day if I could.
We don't all drink Coronas. I mean, I do like my Heinekens and my other type beers. I mean, I did grow up drinking Coronas, but now I know better. I'd rather drink a Modelo. But so it's just a thing that we do. And exactly, we're just ignorant about the facts that we just think we know, but we don't. So yeah. So going back to not everybody's Mexican. So let's just go.
Not all Hispanics are Mexican.
Yeah, well, not all Hispanics are Mexican. Yeah, exactly. So I guess this is where I want to go. I just want to acknowledge real quick, because I know we're mostly gonna talk about what we know, which is the Salvadorian and some of the people we grew up with, because I got a lot more Mexican friends, and I'm sorry Josh couldn't be here. I forgot to tell him we were gonna go live, but
well, Josh, he's half.
So he knows both sides of the.
He's half Salvi, and half Mexican.
So, and I have Puerto Rican friends. I have Colombiano friends. I got a Peru. Viva la Peru.
Yeah, Peru.
So,
I have Colombians.
Oh, I got a Chapin.
Oh yeah,
I got a Chapin.
I do too. Of course.
I got a friend of the Chapin.
My BFFs are Chapin. Damaris.
Who's your other BFF?
Amelia.
They're Chapines?
Yeah, they're Guatemalan. Yes, they are. They are.
I mean, everybody has a nickname, and that's the way they know the Guatemaltecos. Chapines.
Yeah.
I call Douglas or Dupree my Mayan king, and I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it there. He's the Mayan king.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. But he is the Chapin king.
Yeah, and then I know for the people that are from Costa Rica, it's a country in Central America. We call them ticos.
Okay, so
we call them ticos, and then our people from Hondureños, we call them catrachos.
Oh, well.
So,
I mean, you pretty much
like
said
little slangs, you know.
You pretty much said all the states. I mean, you got Chile, Belize, Colombia, Argentina.
We have Brazil,
Guatemala, Peru, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Salvadorians. I may have forgotten one.
We cannot forget the Caribbean. I totally did, and that's like a big no-no. Puerto Ricans.
I think the Florida Keys.
Dominican Republic.
Even Central America.
Cubans.
What's the Ecuador and all those little states in the middle? Maybe Brazil también, I think. So Brazil.
Brazil and South America.
Yeah, we're in South America, so Brazil.
Ecuador too.
So, let's talk about what they have meant for the United States, though. Let's talk about this. I did say this guy, Cesar Chavez. And everybody, at least out here in California, he was a big activist. Everybody knows him from the, let me get my book here. From the National Farmers Workers Association, which he led successful marches, strikes, fast protests for workers' rights, which is still going on to this day. And as if you know, there's probably one of this is the people that work out on the fields.
The farms.
The ones that pick.
The fruits and vegetables for us.
It's the kind of job that most of us wouldn't want to be out. Let me give you an example. I mean, anybody that lives in the West Coast knows about all these fires. There's a picture of these people they're still picking up vegetables and stuff like that out there. They're picking up stuff, and you see the red flames in the back. It tells you that we don't stop working. That's all we know. Yeah. I can't imagine what we would be doing if we wouldn't.
Yeah.
You get me? And hopefully it's just the second generation. This is maybe first generation that are doing that, which are our parents, and then hopefully like the second generation of Americans, which are our kids, do better than what we've done. You get me? I know you've done better. You're a college graduate. I'm a worker. So that's the American life, the American dream, basically. Just come here and work, and then build from there.
You're a worker with better opportunities.
Oh
than your parents.
of course, of course,
Yeah.
yes.
You don't have to like lowball yourself either.
No, but I didn't.
Because you work hard.
Yeah, but having an education, when you come to America, that's what you come and do. You try to get an education to make more
Or
money.
start your own businesses.
Well, yeah, all that,
Mm-hmm.
all that, and to be a successful.
A successful person to each individual means different things.
Yeah, but everybody's success story is different.
Correct. Yeah.
So okay, so I spoke about this guy. So let me just run a couple of the names. You guys let me know if you guys are on. Let me know what's up. If I forget a name, but these are mine.
Mm-hmm.
These are some people that I kind of always look into, I guess, because they're on TV. People forget that these guys are first generation American, and some of them are Mexican American. Believe it or not, they're on TV. They're on our music, so they're mainstream people.
Mm-hmm.
People that have gone on to like maybe become something in the working world, in the media and stuff like that. So let me run down a couple, and hopefully, I mean, maybe you guys heard of them. I wasn't aware of them, but I'm gonna read them out loud. So first of all, Elena Ochoa, first Latina American astronaut. Did you know we had a Latina astronaut out there?
Elena Ochoa?
Yeah.
No, I know about the guy.
Okay, well, I don't have the guy's name here.
There's the guy.
Richard Cavazos.
The Mexicano guy.
First Hispanic, is a 4-star general in the U.S. Army. Oh yeah, that's another one. You see, I didn't know that. Roberto Clemente, which is Roberto Clement, I guess. Dominican Republic. I want to say he's Dominican. He was one of the Hispanics that played Major League Baseball, which he was. I think he was the first Hispanic that was inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
Mm.
He actually crashed while in a plane or something like that. Yeah, he crashed. He died tragically, but he was one of the first ones to ever make the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. So that's another one.
And you said he was Dominican?
Yes.
Wow.
Dominican. Octavio Loranza, first Hispanic American to become a U.S. Senator. That's big.
That
be a
is
U.S. Senator.
huge.
To be a U.S. Senator. Now, obviously, we got some other ones like Ted Cruz and I forget his name, Republican. I see. I'm talking out nonsense because I don't.
Marco Rubio?
Well, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're Republican, but
Yes,
that's the
they
thing.
are.
I mean, I try to stay away from politics, as everybody knows out here. We try to stay away from politics, but it wouldn't be the Everything Goes podcast if we wouldn't talk about politics.
The everything.
So eventually, I think we're gonna have to have. We're gonna have to debate
A little bit of politics.
Yeah, because it's coming.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah,
basically.
I know it's a controversial thing, but we're gonna have to talk about it later on.
Okay.
Not this episode because we're talking about Hispanics. So let me read some other ones. Sonia Sotomayor, first Hispanic Supreme Court Justice.
Mm-hmm.
How about that one? I know people have heard of her.
Yeah, of course.
So everybody knows what's up, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard her, but I didn't know what she did. So yeah, I didn't. And these are mine. I told you to kind of look up the ones that you like, so I kind of left those out. But this is the ones that kind of come up for me.
Yeah.
For me. So I'm gonna give myself a clap over here. Hold on.
I give you a 10 because I did not come that prepared.
Of course, you never do. Of course.
I'm the winger.
Yeah, but it's not your show. It's my show. That's right.
Okay, so.
Well, hold on. Since you don't have nothing prepared, and you're gonna be kind of like self-doubting yourself, I'm gonna just read a couple. First of all.
Okay.
Musician. Everybody knows about Carlos Santana. Anybody that knows anything about rock, Carlos Santana, or Santana, his group Santana.
Mm-hmm.
Classic musician. He's played with many legends. He's played in Woodstock. He's played with one of my favorite bands of all time, Maná. And
he did fashion too. He had his own shoe line once upon a time.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's one of the influential guys that I know. How about I'm gonna read another one.
Mm-hmm.
George Lopez, and you introduced this person to me.
I was gonna say that. Okay.
You introduced this guy to my life.
I introduced him to you?
Yes.
Yeah, a good friend of mine back in high school introduced George Lopez to me.
So
And then, yeah.
So I know it's not for everybody because he gets I don't know. I like the guy. I think he's funny. And people that don't get him is because I guess he kind of like rolls on some of the stories that only Hispanics kind of understand.
I've heard everything. People that like him and people that don't like him. The people that don't like him say he's too vulgar.
Really? I like that about him.
Me too, because that's straight up.
That's
the
us,
way we are sometimes. Yeah.
That's us.
Like, we're not always like, etiquette and all that.
Yeah, we're a lot of us are just like him, so that's what makes his jokes relatable. I know for the fact that when I see him doing it, I thought it's relatable.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's funny. I think it's great. I get his jokes. I like his stand up. As you could tell, I've been talking a lot about him. I like his show, the George Lopez show before. So I'm a big fan of his ass. So I follow him on Instagram. I think he's funny as hell.
We went to go see him at his show, remember?
So yeah, if you haven't seen this guy,
with Josh and Damaris.
Oh yeah, at his show when he had a live show, yes. But we've seen him a couple times. We've gone to Vegas. We've seen him. He's funny as hell, and he says it as it is. So yeah, George Lopez is one. So and he's big. He's a big. I mean, everybody that's on Instagram or kind of on social platforms are big now, I guess. So. I mean,
he has a new restaurant in Texas.
He has a taco store or something. Everybody has a taco store now. How about this one? Edward James Olmos. You guys remember?
He's big.
Edward James Olmos. Pretty much, he's been in a lot of Hispanic movies. Is it Stand By Me or something like that? When he was a teacher, I forget that movie. When he was a teacher.
I don't know.
I may not be Stand By Me. God, I forget.
I don't think it's that one.
Where he plays a teacher at Garfield High or something like
East
that.
LA.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was based on a true story too.
Yeah. Well, he came out on playing gangster in was it American Me? I think it might be American Me, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he's big. So.
And he did. He played the father of Selena.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's guys out there, but this guy had a friend that looked like him. Machete. Anybody? Remember, this is my list. My list.
Okay.
This is not American. This is my list. We spoke about the other ones. So this is mine. Machete is Danny Trejo. Pretty much you've seen him as the bad guy in any type of movie. Usually on the Tarantino movies where he comes out. And that tattoo he has on his belly with that chick with the Mexican hat. That's real, man. That's real. You know what? The reason I talk about him is because before he was an actor, I mean, he spent some time in jail. He didn't become big. He didn't start in a movie till he was 40 years old. And then if you see his life, what he's done after,
it's a big turner, 360.
Oh yeah.
Good for him.
Now he's this machete.
He has a restaurant too here in Woodland Hills.
Exactly. So he has he's gone big. He's gone Hollywood now. So how about this one? I'm a jacket from you, but she is American. I'm sorry to say, but Shakira. Anybody that saw the halftime show, everybody was just you know what everybody was waiting for her.
Shakira is not American.
Yes, she is. I looked it up.
She is.
No, well, she's American citizen. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but yeah, she's from Colombia. Yeah. She was born and raised in Colombian.
Yeah, but she's an American.
But she's half Lebanese and half Colombian.
Yeah, but she's American. She's an American citizen. That's what I mean.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. I mean, I looked it up.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Anyways, George Ramos. I had to say this guy because anybody that lives out here in the West Coast knows who George Ramos is. Reporter, journalist.
They don't know him like that. They know him as Jorge Ramos.
Okay, Jorge Ramos. Okay,
yeah.
I said George Ramos, but Jorge Ramos. But what I meant is that anybody that's out here in the West Coast and that's ever seen, Univision.
West and East Coast.
Okay, well he's on it. So
yeah.
Jorge Ramos, he's actually the one that got kicked out for asking questions. He was asking questions to
at a news conference. He was kicked out by Donald Trump.
Yeah, but this is when he was running for president. I guess this is before. It wasn't after. It was during his first run at presidency. So he was the one asking those tough questions because at the time our president had said a couple of things and he would just bring it up, and he basically stood up to the president, and he was kicked out because because it's controversial to, I guess, ask those type of questions to a president or to someone with authority. And people with authority, when you kind of confront them with their own, I don't know, statements, they kind of get pissed off, and what do? They just throw you out. So he's one of those guys that's not afraid to put the mic in front of your face and ask you these tough questions. So anybody that knows Univision out here in LA area knows who Jorge Ramos is. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean, I grew up with the guy. My parents would watch Univision often.
He's a big news anchor.
Do you remember him?
And I do. He's still there.
No, but what I meant is, do you remember him as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
I think so I remember him eating dinner. My parents watching Univision at 6 in la tarde after Walter Mercado.
Yeah.
And he would be on.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the anchor or something like that for the 6 o'clock news.
He's a news anchor. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I remember. So these are just Hispanics that are just big that I just wanted to throw out there that people should know about these people. Mm-hmm. At least I know them. So that's why I wrote them on my list.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the last one. Now you go.
Okay, I'm gonna stick more with the entertainment side. So we cannot forget Cristina Saralegui.
I don't even know who that is.
No, she is the Oprah of Hispanics.
Oh, okay. I remember Cristina.
Yeah.
Cristina.
Cuban.
Okay, I remember her, yes.
Yeah, she's Cuban.
Okay, but when's the last time she had a show?
She's in Florida, and she was there, like, in Univision doing her show.
But is she relevant now?
No. No, but she made a big impact.
Cristina. Okay, I remember her.
Yeah,
But that was
El Show de Cristina, you guys, come on.
That wasn't like 20 years ago?
No. She was, like, live for maybe, like, 20. I don't know.
Well, if you're going there, then Don Francisco. You're going to name everybody on Univision if that's the case.
Yeah, Don Francisco's another one. He's from Chile. And in the music industry, I would have to say she was a big activist for her country, which was Cuba. Celia Cruz.
But we're talking about, was she American?
No, she wasn't American.
Okay, well, that's what we're talking about. American Heritage, Hispanic.
Okay, American Heritage. Okay, so J-Lo.
Okay, well, that's why I
J-Lo's
left
big.
That's why I left her off, because I was thinking that you were going to say that
Of course. I love J-Lo.
Which I call J-Ho, and she gets mad at me because she's
don't get mad at you. I just roll my eyes at you because I don't get it. I don't
know why. I mean, I heard it one day
on the radio. I call you a hoe.
It's double standards. It doesn't work that way.
No.
Well, she's been pretty much pub daddy.
Okay, enough. That's not part of the Hispanic heritage.
Okay, well, tell me why. Why her?
She resembles everything.
What?
Her parents, are from Puerto Rico. They moved to New York in the Bronx, and she was raised there with her sisters. And she's what the I guess for the Hispanic community, what the American dream is. You start from like nothing and you make it big. She's a resemblance of that, and she's always helping out the community.
Okay.
She does. In New York.
Okay, what I thought you were gonna say is that she started as a dancer and in Living Color with the Fly Girls. I think it was called the Fly Girls.
Yes, that's where she started.
And then she was a backup dancer.
But she's more than that. That's what I'm trying to say.
I was hoping you'd go that route.
I'll give like the full 411.
Yeah, because that's your girl.
Okay, so you just said it, and then just add whatever I just said.
And then her big break was being Selena, and
her big break was another one right before Selena. I forgot the name.
No,
it's where they crossed the river.
That I don't know, but I remember when that movie came out, she blew up.
Yeah, that was like her big break.
What?
Selena.
Okay, but that's what I just said.
And I'm agreeing to you.
Oh my God, you said it was the one that put her on the map, the one where she crossed the river. See,
that's the one that gave her like the little step on the little break, and then Selena was like just an explosion.
Okay, this is why you need to come more prepared, because you don't have it down.
Okay.
See, she just let me talk all over her. So, like I said, I would have just said this, man. It put her on the map, and it put her big booty on the map, like that. God. Because after that she became she's a singer, right? So she's not the greatest singer. So what do they call it? Entertainer.
Actress. Mm-hmm.
She's like a big time entertainer now. She dances all pissed off. Have you ever seen her video? She dances all like pissed off.
Oh my gosh,
I'm sorry, I'm just a hater of her. I just do it. I think you know why I do it. I think because
you like to bug me.
It gets you mad, yeah. So I think that's one of the reasons I do it. It's not that I dislike seeing her. It's just that I get a kick out of you like trying to defend her. Yes.
Yeah.
Because she says that I'm a hater. So.
Yes.
Okay, another one.
Another one.
We are on live too, so.
Okay. I think I know that.
Anybody out there? Anybody want to say something? Anybody want to say something? Tell me.
Where would you see their comments?
They'll be there.
Oh,
don't worry about that. Don't worry about you.
Okay. Who else?
How about her ex-husband that you're so in love with? That you were like, oh my God.
Oh, Mark Anthony. Mm-hmm.
Well, what about him?
Well, what about him?
What is he famous for?
Well, his music.
What type of music, Heidi?
Salsa. He's Puerto Rican.
Why don't we just move on? Can we just take Heidi's thing away? Because she's not. This is what I mean about her. I always tell her, be prepared. Be prepared. No, I'm just waiting. And then she's the one that looks like this.
Okay.
This is bad because we are on live. We're talking about. This is the people that I left for you. You're like, oh, I know my people. Well, talk about it. Talk about Homeboy.
I didn't know it was gonna be like American.
I did tell you.
Okay, American Hispanic. Who else?
I don't know. I'm leaving it for you.
Right now my mind is.
That's why I told you to write your stuff down.
Okay, next time I will.
Oh my God.
Professor.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Since Heidi can't come up with stuff, let's just talk about. Okay, somebody wrote Ray Mix was an engineer for NASA, and now he's in the music industry. Okay, I don't know the guy. I don't know who Ray Mix is. I think it's Obed. Obed, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
How come you're not prepared? You should know.
I don't know who Ray Mix is. No, but you should know your own people, though. That's the problem. You should know your own people. Like, this is somebody that they would know.
I don't know who that is.
So it must be somebody like newer, like Bad Bunny or something like that, and all those. How about Homegirl?
Who?
Mrs. WAP or whatever her name is.
Oh, Cardi B?
Yeah, look at Cardi B. Let's talk about some of them people now. Like some of them, like the mainstream now. So, yeah, well, we're live. But pretty much by the time you show up, we're going to be done if you show up. You see, this is what happens when somebody's not prepared. This is what happens.
Mr. Ortiz says I should come over and crash the podcast. Yes, please do so. Come over.
No, but by then I'm telling you we'll be done.
Yeah,
but anyways, so let's go back to our culture then.
What else do you have in there?
Because we can't keep going on like this. I mean, we gotta talk about the stuff that we see here in Cali, LA, our people. So look, if I walk outside, what makes us different is our culture, our people, our traditions, the way we get along with people, and just little things like that. Mm-hmm. I said a little bit about what makes us stand out. We are hard workers, no matter what area we work in. Mm-hmm. That's just part of us. I think everybody knows that we're just hard workers. That's the way, the bottom line. But then we are, our traditions, our parties. Let's talk a little bit about that. What makes us stand out? First of all, we said music, so let's talk about music. What makes us like our music? Because we hear our music. Whenever you go to a party, we hear Mexican music, banda. We hear we hear cumbias. We hear
merengue, salsa.
So those type of, I think it's the party atmosphere that just it makes us different than any other. I mean, because believe it or not, when in different countries we listen to different things, like Caribbean music. Look at Caribbean music now, which is what is that? Like
urban?
Yeah, urban, very urban now. Like the Puerto Rican, which is what is it? Bachata and what you used to listen to. Reggaeton. Exactly that. That's what I mean. It just it's something about being Hispanic and just coming up with like all these rhythms and things that make you just move, exotic. That's one thing that people talk about. This is the thing. This is the thing about people and our music. And when people talk about our women, it's because they see these women dancing very exotic to salsa, merengue, and the way they move their hips, just like Shakira. For real. For real, because a lot of the people don't go and watch the guy dance salsa. They go and watch the girl move her body. That's the reality of it. That's what makes these kind of like these dances very exotic. For real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because they're looking at the guy and we're looking at the women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reality of it. It's a very sensual like dance. So even when we see a banda or it just the rhythm, it gets you going. So let's talk a little bit about the music. What catches you other than, since we're Salvadorian, we listen to a lot of cumbias when we at the parties. So
definitely cumbias. So from Salvador, a couple of bands that are well known, or not a couple bands, but for sure, La Sonora Dinamita. That one is a little bit controversial though, because originally there's one from Colombia and then there's one in Salvador.
Yes, if you hear the people that talk about the Sonora Dinamita, it's usually
two different.
Oh well, we have one in Colombia and we have one in Salvador.
Yeah.
People that are Salvadorians will say that it started in Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, I always thought they were from El Salvador, but just like Menudo and all them old bands and stuff, they have like two different ones. They have like one here and one in Spain. Well, I forgot too. Spaniards are included in the Heritage Month too. So
definitely.
So yeah, our music is very untraditional now. With hip hop, it's mixing. Our cultures. Let's talk about a little bit the way we speak.
Some of our well-known ballad singers are like Julio Iglesias, who's internationally known.
Okay, I try to okay. Julio Iglesias.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enrique Iglesias is dad.
Okay, we could talk about Enrique Iglesias because we're talking about American Heritage Hispanic.
I keep on going back to the.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
We're not talking about like the people outside America.
My brain's not functioning.
We're trying to talk about the people here that make a difference here.
Well, yeah, he made a big impact in here in the
U.S.
Yes,
but he wasn't here.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
We could talk about his son if you want to talk about Enrique Iglesias and stuff like. How about your boy from
Ricky Martin?
Yes.
Yes, my Ricky. So, obviously, he's born and raised in Puerto Rico parents.
Menudo.
And yeah, he started with a band in Menudo in Puerto Rico, and then he transitioned as an actor in Mexico. And then from there, he took out a couple of songs, and then just stick with to music, and then a couple like movies here and there, or like the last show he did was the one with he played like one of the characters of the show. My goodness, I can't remember the name, but basically the famous stylist Versace.
Okay, I remember.
Right?
I never saw that, but I remember he was on it. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been on movies. He's basically known more for being a musician.
And he's a big activist too regarding child trafficking. So.
Well, I didn't want to bring it up, but since you didn't bring it up,
what?
I mean, obviously he was one of the biggest stars that came out of the closet too. So.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say this on the line. I'm not like just throwing it out there because I do like his songs, and I mean, cuando salió that song "Viva la Vida Loca," everybody was banging with it. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you this because I have an issue with you always like saying that most guys didn't know that he was,
gay.
Yes, you have and I told you I think most guys knew. We just don't care.
I never saw it.
We all knew. I think pretty much most guys knew. It's just the thing that that's the other thing about being in LA. We're very tolerant with a lot of stuff because LA is weird like that because it's just like that. It doesn't surprise you. Anything that comes out of LA or stuff like that, E-news, entertainment stuff, it doesn't surprise us. Mm-hmm. Because the atmosphere and the culture here is like that. Mm-hmm. It doesn't surprise us. You hear somebody come out of the closet, you're like, oh, we already knew that. It doesn't surprise me.
Or nothing new.
Yeah, nothing new because it's like that here. It's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like rock, sex, and rock and roll. I mean, this city was built on rock and roll and sex.
Okay.
And gangs. This is where gangs were born. Matter of fact, L.A. And it usually started with Hispanic gangs, and so I'm gonna just leave it there. So.
MS.
Okay, well that's one of them. But
MS right there.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say anything else, but so yeah, well, this is like gangland over here. It's not just Hollywood over here. So yeah, so is that the only ones you want to talk about?
Yeah, because for some reason I keep on thinking of other.
Okay, let's talk about the way we speak then, because entertainment wise and music, I mean, it's a lot in here. It's a lot. So if you ever go to a club, you're gonna listen to reggaeton. You're gonna hear the salsa, merengue, cumbias, because it makes it pop.
Bachata,
all that, even the love songs and all that stuff. So I mean, we're universal. That's why Univision is universal, or whatever. we're everywhere, eh? We're like roaches. We just spread. We're everywhere. Yeah, that's the way it is. I mean, Hispanics are just everywhere here.
What were you gonna say about the?
So we're talking about music and stuff like that. Let's talk about the way we speak.
Okay.
Because that's another thing. We all have the different ways of speaking and the way we say stuff. And I'm gonna give you an example. I mean, when you're Salvadorian, you have like this big accent, and you know right away where that person's from when you start. Oh, that's a hipote. Yeah, we know what it is already. Mm-hmm. And then if you're Mexican, you know how you know right away.
What did they say?
Well, they talk with a lot of slang.
But what comes to your mind?
I don't know.
I think just way. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff.
And then us is like vos, cipote, cipota.
Vos.
Mm-hmm.
The hipote. The hipote? Or it's just a way of saying stuff.
Cipota.
It's just a way of saying stuff. Because the thing is that I don't really like. We speak Spanish, but I try to speak proper Spanish because my parents.
Do Guatemalans have an accent?
Yes.
They do?
Yes. You never heard the pre? I can't even understand what he says half the time.
No, his tone of voice is like low, but.
He has more proper Spanish. There's some people that speak very proper Spanish. Usually Spaniards, people that come from Europe, you have proper Spanish. Mm-hmm. So I think the
Colombians speak very fast.
Argentinians have a little bit of like a weird accent too. Argentina.
They're heavy.
Like
heavy accent.
Colombianos, it sounds very European almost. It depends. I'm telling you, there's some. I would say like El Salvador. I'm gonna give an example, dude. We have like this hard accent but it's a hard accent with a lot of street slang. Mm-hmm. It is because a lot of us aren't educated, so we come with this a lot with this.
If you hear somebody say, well, they mean to say pues sí, but they go pues sí, so that's like Salvadorian right away.
I didn't know that.
You don't catch those?
Nope.
Yeah, I do.
I just the first thing I hear is it. Like,
but definitely cipota or cipote.
And a lot of bad words in there. There's a lot of bad words in there.
Like what?
Oh my God, this is the problem. She owns the Salvadorian restaurant, and she's amongst all them people, y me está diciendo a mí, preguntándome.
Amongst all them people.
She's the one in between all that stuff, all the food, all the stuff, and she's asking me. She's supposed to be the queen of this stuff. It tells you how prepared she is.
I'm not even there.
And you're on live stream.
I could care less if I'm live or not live. I'm just being me right now.
Which is the bad thing, because I asked you to be prepared.
And I wasn't. I'm not.
This is bad.
Sorry.
Anyways, we were talking about the way we speak. I mean, I hear and I see other people just writing and stuff. It says, I don't have an accent. That's Dupree on the thingy. He doesn't have an accent. You don't have an accent because people can't understand what you're saying, Dupree.
He says I speak LA Spanish.
LA Spanish, yeah, which is a basic, pretty much everything that we learned growing up. I think I have that same thing too. I talk LA Spanish. Yeah, we talk LA Spanish because of that. So, And then Obed also said that obviously Ocasio-Cortez has been the second most powerful Democrat for Congress.
That's recently.
Yeah, that's recently.
She was known once she was helping Michelle Obama.
Somebody also wrote, this is Obed again, he said, first Mexican-American winning the Super Bowl coach. Well, that's Dan Flores. I want to say it's Flores. I don't remember I'm saying his first name because you didn't write his name, Obed. But and Jim Plunkett, obviously, he was the quarterback for the Raiders. He won a Super Bowl as a quarterback coming out of Stanford. Oakland Raiders, of course, the best team of all time, the Raiders. Not the Indianapolis Colts, it's the Raiders. Remember, LA Raiders. They used to be LA. That's why I fell in love with them, and that's why I still follow them as a Las Vegas Raiders now, which is weird saying it. So even though they lost. So, so we were talking about the way we speak, and we speak a lot with heavy accent, with a lot of slang in there. But with that comes our food. Let's talk about our foods, because that's a big part. Have you ever been to Hispanic parties? We are known for our foods. So let's talk about your food.
We always say, más vale que sobre a que falte.
Yeah.
Because God forbid, that's very embarrassing. You tell your guest, the food finished. What?
Yeah, so that's a big thing. Like when you go to Hispanic families and you go to their parties, the food is the number one thing. Where's the food?
Just bring with you guys, some Tupperware.
Yeah, because
take some food home.
Because people get at the beginning and then they take some home. Because that's how much we love food. So, well, we're Hispanics. So even for Thanksgiving, we go for the turkey, obviously, because I try to do more the American thing, because I do like my turkey on Thanksgiving, just as my kids. But
so that
the elders, which are the grandma and my moms and stuff, they'll be like to my wife, "Can you bring us some tamales?"
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving, tamales, some pupusas on the side, and everybody knows that when you go to like Salvadorian food, tienes que tener tu horchata. And they make it just for me. Believe it or not, my grandma gives you some stuff. My horchata.
Your ensalada. Your chan.
Keep on saying
tamarindo.
Tamarindo.
Granadilla.
Salvadorian food, please. What?
Those are some of our drinks.
Salvadorian food.
Food-wise?
Other than pupusa. I don't know anything. I mean, I'm a Salvadorian guy, believe it or not. And I don't know much about my own country. Believe it or not. I know it's small. I know I left there. And I grew up here. But she's the one with the restaurant. She's supposed to be the one talking about this stuff, and she's not.
Okay, so food-wise, obviously we're known for our pupusas. Definitely some of our appetizers would be yuca frita con chicharrón o con pescaditos. That would be one. Also, la orden de
breakfast. Plátanos con frijoles y crema.
Pastelitos.
And we call our bread Nabolillo. What do we call our bread?
Our bread or French bread, also what's known. For us, it's pan francés.
Pan francés. But everybody else calls it bolillo, but we call it pan francés. I don't know why. We should have cachos.
Well, it's tradition for French bread. Like if you translate it, it's French bread, pan francés.
Pan francés.
Yeah.
But I remember being in El Salvador, and there was this one guy that would get to the gate and honk the horn. But he had like the same
basket.
Yeah, a basket with the same type of bread, but they were horns. They were made kind of like horns. Le llamaban cachos.
Cachitos.
So that's what I remember. I remember pan francés back in El Salvador. So I remember my tamales, and this is the thing. When you make a tamal and you make a pupusa, it's just not. Can you explain what a pupusa is, just for people that don't know?
Oh God. Okay. So it's made out of masa, and then we filled it up with.
What's masa in English, please?
Corn.
It's like making a tortilla.
Yeah, but
flour.
thicker, because you fill it up with we have a variety of things that you can fill it up with. So we have beans and cheese. We have our revueltas, which is mixed. It has pork, beans, and cheese. We have just pork. We have pork and loroco too. We have loroco. Loroco is a plant, for the people that don't know.
Like a side salad.
Yeah,
like
and then we have also squash for like the vegan and vegetarian people. We have squash and beans. We'll also have pupusas de camarón, pupusas de pollo.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, también.
That's pupusas only.
So when we
have dishes.
Okay, well, tamales. Let me just go with this is the reason I say tamales and pupusas.
We have two different type of tamales. The chicken one, and we have de elote, tamales de elote. Tamales de elote, the corn ones, are served with beans, refried beans, and sour cream, crema salvadoreña.
And we take them for everything. That also includes Thanksgiving, Christmas, the 24th and the 25th.
And the other tamales, the chicken one.
And then pan con pollo after Thanksgiving, all day Friday night or whatever. Mm-hmm. During my Black Friday shopping, that's what I usually do.
And then we have the other tamal, the sweet one. It's.
God damn, we're still talking about tamales.
Yeah, with raisins in there.
Okay.
That's like the sweet one.
So
that's just tamales.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on because I mean there's another foods that I like.
You like el pollo guisado. That's the one you like.
The Peru.
Carne guisada. No, it's not. That's
no,
not Peruvian.
I'm telling you, let's talk about the other people, like the other foods out here. We're not talking about everything about your restaurant.
Oh.
Give me the whole.
No, not my restaurants. Just Salvadorian plates in general.
Yeah, but this is other things. Let's keep on talking.
Well, you asked, so I'm answering.
Okay, can we talk about the like Peruvian food? Because we do go to other foods, so I just want to throw them out there.
We do.
We go to Mexican foods, and I like my Mexican.
We don't go to Mexican foods. We go to Mexican restaurants.
Okay, that's what I meant. Mexican restaurants.
Yes.
I like my tacos. I like my quesadillas. I like my kids love the burritos. And it's a little bit different than chipotle.
I like the pozoles.
Than chipotle.
Oh, that's Americanized.
Okay, chipotle and Taco Bell don't count on this one.
No.
Even though they taste good at night after you drink or something. So for real, they taste good after you drink. We'll head up to Taco Bell right now afterwards.
You know, I'm thinking about Guatemalan food. The only Guatemalan food I've ever tried is their chuchitos, which is like a tamal. But I don't know any Guatemalan dishes.
Yeah, I mean, we have a friend that always says that he cooks his Hispanic, not Salvadorian, but Guatemaltecan food or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's never brought me anything.
Who?
The Mayan King.
Oh, God.
The Mayan King, he said that he does all this food and nada. Like,
I don't know.
He's never given me any. Whenever I hear a dish that he's brought over, or if he ever has brought over anything, and I go, hey, did you go to Heidi's restaurant or what? Because their foods are pretty much very similar, aren't they? They're just with different names. Like the little tamalitos, whatever, like the panes.
No, they're different.
What are they called?
They're completely different. Their chuchitos are completely different.
Really? I thought
Tamal than from ours.
Chuchitos?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
They're like appetizers with like meat in there or something like that, papa, and stuff like that. So, see, that's how much. And then in Peruvian food, what do we get from there? Because the Viva la Peru, I gotta say, because I have a homie that he's Peruvian.
I think the one you like, I think it's called lomo saltado.
Lomo saltado.
Yeah.
You know what? The chile on that, that's good.
Mm-hmm. The green one.
The chiles on that bad boy is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm telling
you like their soda, their Inca?
Oh yeah, their Inca Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Inca Cola. Well, see, what you forgot to say in the Hispanic, like it's Salvadorian, it's cola chapan.
That's not a juice though. That's soda.
Yeah, but
yeah, but I guess it's a staple to.
Yes.
To our food.
To our foods.
Our food
so
culture.
if you guys ever want to know what Salvadorian food tastes like, go get a pupusa, get yourself a cola chapan, and just have a good time because we're gonna get you nice and fat. And that's the other thing, you know, our type of foods are very fatty foods. That's the way it is. They taste good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so let me go back to the Mexican food. Now we're talking about this because I have a friend, Oben, that knows anything about tacos and
Oben
foods
should
in
have
general.
his own podcast regarding food.
Just on food, huh?
Seriously.
So
today's menu.
Yeah, like the best corner restaurant in the
best
world.
of the best.
So he should be like we should be like calling him. Hey, dude, like what restaurant should we go now?
Seriously.
But hey, he's always talking about. No, he said Peruvian ceviche. Oh yeah, well that goes for any. I never had Peruvian ceviche.
Yeah, but Gus isn't really open-minded about.
Have you had Peruvian ceviche?
No, I have
okay,
not.
Well then.
But I've had ceviche, and I like it. I've had the Mexican one, and I've had the Salvadorian one, and I like it.
the only time I eat ceviche well, that's the thing too. I mean, I don't eat, but in our people eat a lot of seafood because the only time I ever eat seafood is if I had something to drink, like beer.
His seafood is when we go to Redondo Beach and we get the shrimp with like the veggies.
It has to have chile on it.
That's his seafood for him.
Yeah, it tastes good with beer. And anything
Eat
spicy.
octopus.
Anything spicy with beer tastes good. Am I right or wrong?
Back then in El Salvador, when it used to be legal, you know, I would down some turtle eggs. Yep.
Turtle eggs.
Turtle eggs.
Fucking Donatello kicked you on the way down, and that's why the Ninja Turtles don't like you.
And then in El Salvador is very, we're also well known for our conchas. Our conchas? No, you wouldn't know.
No.
Okay, maybe Ovid. Have you tried conchas?
Conchas. Never. What are the conchas?
They're black.
Pearls?
No.
English.
Those are oysters.
Oysters.
I don't know. I don't know how to translate conchas, and I don't have my phone to Google it.
Don't tell me about these things because I don't.
But maybe they know. The listeners.
I've never heard of. I know concha.
Conchas.
Conchas.
It's a cocktail. But okay. Anyways, what else?
What else? We're talking about foods.
Oh, and Brazil,
There's Argentinian foods and all that stuff too.
I've heard Argentinian food has really, really good steak.
They have I've always seen this restaurant right here, Buenos Aires, I think it's called.
Yeah, I've been there once, but in Argentina, like the country there, my mom's been there. Like the steak, the red steak there, it's like 100. Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, because
it's authentic.
That's what they're known for. Their steak, yes. It's like the real prime kind of steak.
Yeah. The
real good stuff where we get all the leftovers. We get we get whatever's left over from that. The Americans get that. So they grill it and they put it into all this bad stuff, and that's how we get fatter. So let's keep on going.
In Colombia,
what are they known for?
Arepas.
I don't know.
It's really good.
No.
I like their pollo en crema.
Almejas?
Really good.
Almejas.
Arepas.
No, because we were almejas. I don't know what almejas is.
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Almejas.
Maybe we should have had you on over.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, keep on going.
You see, he's telling me to keep on going because I'm the one that knows more. They call it asado. I don't know.
Okay, well, so I know that there's other foods out there. I mean, I've never been to a Colombian restaurant, never, but I want to say I've been to.
Like the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and
Puerto Rican food. I mean, I have a Puerto Rican friend, but I don't remember even Puerto Rican food.
Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. They're known for like I think it's called albichuelas or something like that.
Never heard of them.
It's a pork dish, I think.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
So
arroz con pollo también.
Arroz con pollo. Arroz con pollo.
But their style, because you have to remember, we might have the same names for the plates for certain plates, but they're cooked completely different or similar.
Okay, so we spoke about our pretty much our foods, our music. Let's talk about a little bit our culture and traditions, because there's a lot of things, and I talked to the grandma because as first generation American as you are, we lose those traditions from back home, and some of them are here, and some of them we just forget because we grab everything from what American society is now. Because yesterday I stood in the side of the car and I told the grandma, "Hey, grandma, do you even practice Halloween in El Salvador?" Because Halloween's a big thing coming up with my kids, and we love it. Look at our backgrounds, all freaking. I got one of these things ready to go for Halloween. So we have we love Halloween. Our kids love Halloween. So I told the grandma, "Hey, ¿usted le gusta Halloween? Allá hacen Halloween back in El Salvador?" And she's like, "Nope." She's like, "I don't even know what that is." He's like, "I don't even know what it." She like.
No,
gives me
I
the
don't
space.
think they celebrate Halloween. What they do celebrate is El Día de los Muertos.
She said she don't.
Which is when.
That's only Mexican.
No, they do it also there too.
No, she said no.
I thought it was something Hispanic, like all Hispanics do it.
No, it's like a Dia de Festivo, which is a holiday for Mexican people. So, because I've asked around. Even
No, because I remember going to a cemetery in El Salvador and people would leave food.
I don't know. I asked the grandma, and she's really into the religion kind of stuff, and no, she said no, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's if you really want to do it your own way, but it's usually comes from like it's a Mexican tradition, I think. Dia de los Muertos. So here,
Well, the movie Coco is a good reminder of it.
Yeah, but in the Mexican base,
it is.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. So traditions. We party. That's a tradition. We party hard.
I know in El Salvador there's a lot of fiestas. They call them fiestas.
And we bring that over here, and that's where we do our fiestas here.
Like they have a fiesta, like to announce it's springtime.
Okay, you know? That I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
This is the funny part. Yesterday at my parents' house, there's a Mexican family next to my parents, and we're supposed to be in COVID times, which is no more than like 10 people gathering together, but they had like 200 people next door with a banda going on.
A live banda.
And so this is the thing. This is the thing with Hispanics. They know how to party, and that's the way it is. We know how to party.
You're sick, drink a shot.
Yes. Yeah. Ponte Vicks. Well, that's the other thing. That's what other
Ponte Vicks.
Those are traditions. You get sick, Ponte, like what they tell you. Ponte Vicks on your
If you feel sick,
foot.
don't go to the doctor. Don't go.
Put Vicks
You're gonna get bad news.
Yeah, you put some Vicks on your feet.
That's what George Lopez says.
You put some Vicks on your feet?
No. If you're sick, don't go to the doctor. You're gonna get bad news. Don't go.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
If your stomach hurts, drink a 7-Up.
Well, that's the other thing, yeah. Una sopa con a 7-Up. So we have traditions, and they're a little different than the ones out there. But here in the United States, when we talk about Hispanic traditions, we still celebrate it. They still try to do like Dia de los Muertos, maybe downtown. They have like little
De Placita Olvera?
Placita Olvera, yes.
They have it here in Canoga Park too.
Really? I've never seen it.
Yeah, they closed the street. Like a couple blocks.
When? In November?
I think, yeah.
Really? Because I think that's when it is. Dia de los Muertos, I think it's in
Second, right?
First week of November, I think. Or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's the 2nd of November.
Okay, something like that. But I've never seen it. I've never been around it. I don't know what happens, but it's just little things like that. I know I mean, there's other stuff that goes on. They have like this big festival in downtown LA, and it's like cumbias, merengue, and all that stuff. I know you've been to it. I don't know what it's called, but it's like they celebrate like Hispanics or something like that. I forget what it's called.
I don't know, but the only one I've been to, Echo Park, is when they celebrate Colombian.
Okay, but they have something like that where they do like kind of like Caribbean thing in downtown, and they have all these like shows and people dance, and it's usually in downtown LA, which I think it also includes.
I think on Alvarado is where they close a couple blocks, and then they celebrate El Salvador.
Okay, but
the independence.
Okay, well, see that's because. Okay, that's a little different because. I mean, there's a large population of Salvadorians out there, in LA. There's a big one, like La Union, like in LA, basically in the heart of LA. There's a lot of them out there. So, but let's keep with the party tradition because that's what we know. We know how to party, and usually when we know how to party, somebody always has firecrackers, fireworks. Because that's what we do. In El Salvador, fucking everybody's be flying firecrackers everywhere. Mexico, same thing. Other countries, it's just a little different here. I think you see it more now. Even in 4th of July, you see everybody be plopping fireworks everywhere.
The illegal ones.
Yeah, and illegal ones. I was one of them. We were banging fireworks. So, believe it or not, yes, we're Hispanic with American, very Americanized now. But we still have some Hispanic roots in there. Some of our traditions in there. Let me give you another example for I know it's a big thing for us, but on the 24th of like Christmas Eve, we all get together on the 24th. I mean, the majority of Hispanics always they get together. They have the dinner. They have music. We party. We drink. We eat. We hang with the family until maybe around 10 o'clock or midnight, and then we get to open presents for the kids. That's a big thing. it's a big thing. But if you talk to somebody that's grown up in the United States, they wait and they get together as a family
25th.
on the 25th.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that, but even when I talk to like people that haven't grown, like that's all they know is like to get together on the 25th. For us, it's like the 25th. Yeah, it's Christmas, but it's over with. Like it's just time to go back home now and open gifts over there. But there's parents or I've had friends that go, no, I'm going to my friend's house or my parents' house on the 25th. It's Christmas. That's what we do. We hang out on Christmas Day. And I go, I don't, because the next day I gotta go to work. Or it's always usually like that. We celebrate on the 24th because we want to get together and celebrate and stuff. So, what else you got?
I don't have anything else.
Not even when we party? What traditions do we have here in the United States? Because, I mean, it's basically, there's a lot more. I'm going to give you guys an example. Yeah, it's the melting pot of Hispanic culture out here, but it gets run by Mexicans because there's a lot more Mexicans out here than any other of us. For real. So there's a lot more Mexican festivals here. There's a lot more Mexican culture, music. There's a lot. Piñatas. That's another thing. When we party, what's the first thing we do? What is the first thing we do when we
I go to LA.
Downtown LA. We get what for our kids? Where
Everything.
You go? For parties?
Everything.
Piñatas. That's the one thing. You know it's an Hispanic party when you have a piñata. We go downtown LA.
I don't go to Party City. I go to downtown LA.
That's when you know you're Hispanic. You go downtown LA.
Go support the vendors in LA, man. Go support your people.
But when you go to Party City, what are you?
I don't go to Party City.
It's expensive and they give you a little piñata. Little piñata. Have you ever seen them? They're like small and thin.
No, I go to downtown LA. Go support the people over there.
And they make them hard too. We had our kids doing the piñatas because we get them out there. Well, you get them out there and they're big and, dude, we can't even. Sometimes like you gotta get the big kids to hit them first because otherwise they'll never open. They'll never break. Never.
Yeah.
They never break.
And I mean, in LA, like you see a variety of piñatas. You know, they had. I remember when I went a couple months ago, they had coronavirus piñata. They do for real. Yes, piñata. They do.
It's only us, making a party out of it.
Seriously.
You know that when we were kids, we would get together with all the neighbors, because usually when you have a party, when you live in the apartments, I guess everybody in the apartments is invited, so everybody goes. And my brother, that's how bad this was, that he would tell like the older boys, like, we're gonna rush that piñata, and they would rush the piñata and they would tackle it and take off running with it.
And there's only one?
What do you mean only one?
Only one piñata?
Yeah, the one that was up.
That's why I buy 4. So everybody could get a chance.
So we would stand on the back, and then my brother obviously would be like, we're rushing the piñata, and then the bad kids behind him, okay, we're gonna rush the piñata, and then.
Vos también, ¿verdad?
No, I was always.
No.
Hell yeah, nah. My brother had no fear when he did that. He would rush the piñata. When I say rush it, he would rush it and break it and take off with it.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's what they would do. That's the neighborhood kids. So that's my piñata story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then everybody sings happy birthday, and then you have people behind you, and you look back and go, I don't know you, but he belongs to the apartments. Like that. That's the way it was growing up in LA. So we bring a lot of traditions, we bring a lot of culture, music, dance, artists. So like I said earlier, we're like roaches. We just spreading. We're spreading.
And I say we are very welcoming.
I think we are. When you get to know us, yeah, we're very old school. I think first generation Americans are branching out. They're becoming more successful, more Americanized, because for a long time our parents, they still try to stick with old traditions, and it's the second generation that kind of gets the American side of it. Which my kids love. I mean, I love it. I mean, I can go here and I'm still an American because I love American tradition. I love Halloween. I love 4th of July. I love all that stuff. I love hot dogs. I love hamburgers. But you tell that to our parents, they're like, I don't like a hamburger. I want a pupusa. I want a traditional arroz con frijol. Where my kids are, can we get a hot dog? That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Not until you get older, you start kind of like going to different restaurants and hey, I'm a big sucker to going to one of those food stands out there. I'll go down there because some of them are good. Some of them are really good.
Yeah.
Some of them have some good salsa. We'll go all the way to San Fernando just for the damn salsa, the chile. It's the way it is.
For some tacos.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Hispanics, actually, you know what? I've known a lot more Mexican people that do the chile really good.
Yeah, I need to learn.
Because they know what to do it, man.
I'm tired of buying different type of brands and.
No, you be buying some of this weak stuff.
I need to learn how to make them.
Yeah, no, and that's the way it is. You just find
And
that
in
one.
Salvador, we don't really eat spicy stuff.
No, not really,
No.
really. But Mexican people, dude, they eat chile like it's grapes, like nothing. Trust me, I see it at work with some of my Hispanic friends out there, Mexican friends, and god damn, like nothing. Like they're eating popcorn. Where I'm over here, I'm like, no, get away with that, man. I could eat one or two, but I can't eat the whole damn thing.
Would you say part of our culture also the way you dress?
I think it does, yes. I think
Yeah.
yes, because I think this is the thing. Hispanics are very traditional, but when I mean very traditional, they're very self-confident the way they're gonna dress. Let me give you an example. When you see a Mexican and a lot of people would say, oh man, he has the boots on and he has the hat on or whatever. Nah, they own it. They go, dude, I look good.
Yeah, that's their style.
Exactly. They're not gonna shy away from it.
To them, that's like their suit, their black suit.
So
right?
Yeah, and then it's like that for anybody else too. I mean, we're very prideful of the way we dress, the way we look. Even though I have a gut, the way we look, like, we gotta look a certain way. We gotta look cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I said yeah because no, I'm not like that, but.
Yeah, well, look at the girls. Girls gotta be flaunting. They gotta look good.
Yes, there are some girls out there that even they go like to the mall, they have to look presentable.
Yeah, but that's
no shade. More power to them.
No, but that's an Hispanic thing.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, hey, from what I know, and they portray it in the movies, they portray it everywhere. Hispanic women are
hot,
very sexy,
spicy,
yeah,
sexy.
Just don't cross them because they'll kill you. they'll double cross you and it's over.
Don't do them wrong.
Yeah, don't do them, especially if she's Salvadorian.
Te van a dar matarrata.
I don't know what that means, but
veneno de ratas.
Matarrata.
En la comida.
That's the other thing, man. We haters. See, this is the one thing. We're hard workers. We're good to everybody. But the one thing that I'm gonna say it right here and right now.
Exclusive. Where's your butts and stuff?
We're all haters. I don't know why, and I see it a lot, and because I have to say something negative at least for us.
Okay, go.
Because we can't just say everything's good over here because it's not. We hate on each other. Just look at Dupree. He always hates on me. Always. He's always hating on me. But you know what? That's how Hispanics are. Hispanics, they can't see you shine. I'm
not gonna say anything.
No, I'm not kidding.
Actually, that is true though, because at church, I remember hearing one of the pastors saying, You can never celebrate somebody that just got a promotion or got a new car because you're probably like saying on the side, oh, they're probably like selling some drugs,
yeah,
you know?
Drogaditos. What are they selling? Exactly. But that goes.
And it's like you got a house. Oh, ¿quién te ayudó? Tu mamá? You know, yeah. It's like you can never celebrate them like with all honesty, like love.
Yeah.
There's always like a comeback.
There's always
negative.
There's always a jab in there.
Yeah.
There's always a jab, and
we
do it. Yes, we do it, and I spoken about this before, and exactly what you said. I go, oh, nice car, and then behind you is like drogadito. What is he selling? Like somebody always like.
I've heard it. People have told me that too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who, but somebody told me. Why back then I was driving a Toyota Camry 1992. I was driving a 1992 Toyota Camry. It's saying 2005, so it's pretty old. So this individual was like, why are you driving that? Like, you should be driving like a better car. Doesn't your mom have a restaurant? And I was like, the fuck does that have to do with me? That's her personal stuff. Her money is her money. Whatever I make is whatever I make. I have nothing to do with her success or her fails, you know? And my success and my fails have nothing to do with her. Two different entities. But yeah, I get that a lot. A lot of people assume that, I don't know why, like, I should have it. Like, I should be having it easy.
Yeah, why don't you have it easy?
I don't know. Like, people are. I don't know why they assume just because my mom is a business owner,
You should be living the life.
Well,
you pretty much were, except for that car.
I scratch my ass all day long or something. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyways.
Yeah.
I just had to get that out of my chest.
That's the one thing I would say that. We show love, but it's a different type of love. It's like it's a love-hate relationship kind of when we show love. Let me give you an example.
I don't know. If I don't like you, I don't like you, and I don't hide it.
And it's just the way it is. I'm like that too. I'm like,
but I'm not gonna congratulate somebody and be like,
not like that either. Like I think most people know who your true people are. Like they'll be happy for you no matter what. But there's just some people out there that they're just associates, or maybe just like one of those kind of friends that you see once in a while and be like, hey, they'll be like happy in front of your face, and they're like, yeah, right, you didn't get that on your side. There's always those people, but you can't make everybody happy. But then like your close circle,
and you shouldn't make anybody happy but yourself.
Your close circle will be happy for you, and that's all that matters. I mean, nothing else matters. But yeah, we do that a lot, and it's usually the older generation. Our parents. Let me give you an example. I tell my grandma, then I've lost some weight. ¿De a dónde? From where?
Yeah.
So I go, and there's little jabs like that. I go, hey, or I'm tired. ¿De qué? De tired from what?
Yeah.
From working 12-hour shift. That's when I'm tired.
That's true.
And it just like little things, like little jabs all the time. Like God dang, can't you say something just positive, something happy about us?
Yeah.
But those are our people, and that's the only one thing that I'm negative. I'm gonna say, because we are very loyal, we're hard workers, we are on the come up. We're about to take this world by storm. For real, we are. And
I believe it.
I mean, we're spreading everywhere. I know Texas is big, Florida, Cali, up in all the West Coast. We're branching out into different aspects of the working field. Look, I got friends that I'm gonna tell you, Dupree's an engineer, and then there's other people. I got other friends that are like in the movie industry, and I got friends that are doing commercials. Believe it or not, I'm trying to do this podcast, so we're all like branching out, doing our thing. Even though we all have our like dreams and goals and all that stuff, and some people are just, I'm telling you, my kids are going to a private school, which I never went. It's just our kids are the next generation is gonna expand on what we have planted here, and that's how it is.
Rightfully so. Yes, I believe so. And
hopefully we get some Hispanics playing more sports. I think Dupree kind of mentioned the sports aspect. He spoke about Anthony Ruiz becoming the first Mexican American winner of the boxing champ, I guess, and then obviously the Brown Pride guy, I forget, Cain Velasquez, the first UFC Mexican American that won the UFC championship belt. But we're spreading out there. It's just not dominated by the other people. Now is the Hispanic are branching out now. We're becoming the bosses. We are becoming successful. We are becoming the norm. It's just we want our place here in American history, in America in general. You know, like the mayor here at one point was Villaraigosa, Mexican American mayor at one point. So we are becoming.
Isn't Garcetti Hispanic too?
That I don't know. This is what tells me about when we talk.
He's
about
our current mayor. here in California.
When we talk about politics, I'm not into it. I have to research, but I'm not, But the thing that I'm just putting out there, because it's a Hispanic Heritage Month, is, we're on the come up. We are no longer just people that are working, building, picking. We're no longer those type of people. Yeah, there's still some that do that, the hard work. We don't all work construction.
But they're very successful.
Yes, but that's what I mean. We're branching out. Before it was
a lot of Hispanics are entrepreneurs. A lot.
We're not all just cutting grass. We're not all building walls.
And the ones that are cutting grass, those are their businesses, and they make bank.
Yeah, some of them, yeah. There's one guy making bank, but not all. What I meant is we're no longer regulated to that. We're branching out.
We're not regulated by, let's say.
We're not always gonna work in a warehouse. We're not always gonna be working lower paying jobs. We're moving on up. The next generation, it's just it's the
it's
come
just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I think we're just gonna leave it there. I mean, there's a lot of names out there. A lot of names that we could say about Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't do my homework.
So I mean, we're going into an hour and 20 minutes now. And thank you, Heidi, for coming on the Everything That's Calls podcast and all that stuff, all that good stuff. So I'm going to give Heidi another. Maybe I should give you this one.
The boot?
Because...
for not coming prepared?
Yeah. Oh, not that one.
That's the party mode.
Nope. That one. I'm going to give you that one for not coming prepared. Oh,
sorry.
Yes, but... Yeah, we're moving on up. So we're just gonna leave it there. I mean, I wish we could have had more time, but since we're live streaming, I don't want to make it that long. But guys, thank you for being here with us. Thank you, Heidi, for coming on the Everything Goes podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, guys. My name is Gus, and I'm the host of the Everything Goes podcast. You could always catch me on here, YouTube, live and stuff. But if I also have a podcast, it's on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you guys listen to your podcast on. Remember, like, subscribe, share. And we pretty much talk about everything. I have different type of people here because we have a lot of things to say. We are from the LA area, and I'm taking over the podcast world because Joe Rogan is no longer here in Spotify.
You said you're the Salvadorian.
I no longer want to be shut down by the man. Spotify's trying to shut down Joe Rogan. At least censor him. So
wow. They're
trying to censor him, so I don't want to be Joe Rogan. I want to have his money, but I don't want to be Joe Rogan. I want to be my own man. All right. So thank you guys for joining us. Until next time. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Peace.